Hello and welcome to the Streamline and Shine podcast. My name is Steff Bolton and I'm 1/3 of Bolton Virtual Solutions, a team made up of me, Mum, and my two daughters, Sam and Amy. Our family virtual assistant agency's absolute passion is helping time-poor female entrepreneurs with those ridiculously long to-do lists, because we all know how they get longer instead of shorter, so that they're able to focus on doing what they love. You're going to want to stick around if you find yourself constantly just doing this thing quickly instead of spending time with your family, or if you look at your list of tasks and feel like crying, or even if you're just simply wondering how to manage your time better and delegate to your team. We're going to be covering topics from social media to marketing, systems and processes to outsourcing, and so much more, so that you can see what's possible for you and your business. So let's get stuck in. Hello and welcome back to the Streamline and Shine podcast. And today I want to talk to you about the weekend test. And no, this is not a self-care challenge or a Pinterest productivity hack. It's the real measure of how healthy your business actually is. Because if you can't stay away without something breaking, someone panicking, or a client wondering where you've gone, you don't own a business, you've got a job. So let's unpack what really happens when you unplug and how to make sure your business can handle a weekend without you glued to your laptop. So here's the thing. Stepping away from your business for 1-2 days, maybe more, shouldn't feel risky. But for most entrepreneurs, it does. So you check your phone just in case. You find yourself taking your laptop out just in case there's an emergency. And before you know it, you're answering client messages from a hotel room or the kids' football match. And that constant just in case energy is a symptom of founder dependency. And that means that your business literally can't function without you. And let's be honest, that isn't freedom. That's a really fancy version of employment where you happen to be your own boss and your own worst employee. So what's the risk of founder dependency? So when everything depends on you, you're not running a business, you're running yourself into the ground. Founder dependency is so dangerous because it creates this invisible glass ceiling. So you can't take more clients, you can't grow your team, you can't scale your income because every system, every question, every decision roots itself straight back to you. And even worse is that you're teaching your team and your clients that you'll always be available. You become the fixer, the go-to, the person holding all the keys and the person holding all the answers. And that might feel powerful to begin with, but it's actually the biggest bottleneck that there is. Quick pause. If you're listening to this thinking, oh my God, that's me, I can't go a day without checking my emails, then you need to listen to our secret podcast, Scaling a Shit Show. It's completely free and it's where I share the unfiltered behind the scenes strategies for actually getting out of your own way. We talk about systems, we talk about team setup and how to stop your business from depending on you 24/7 so you can finally breathe again. It's quite spicy, it's real, it's raw and it's waiting for you. The first episode drops on November the 3rd, so hit the link in the show notes to get instant access. Okay, so how can you actually fix this founder dependency situation that you're finding yourself in? Step 1 is to document everything that only you can do. So make a list of the tasks that grind to a halt when you're not around, and that's your dependency map. Once you can see it, you can start building systems to reduce it. Okay, so give that a go and see how it feels for you, see how that looks. Then create repeatable processes. That's step 2. So if you have to explain the same thing twice, you've heard me say it time and time again, it's time for an SOP or a checklist. An SOP is a standard operating procedure. So it's basically a how-to guide of how to complete a repeatable task. So you write it down, you record a loom, or you create a template somewhere, whatever works for you. My suggestion is recording yourself doing it, whether it's a screen record or whatever. And then you can transcribe it using ChatGPT. Done. But what I will say is check that transcript because we all know ChatGPT isn't always 100% right. So just make sure that it's explained everything as you did. Okay, step 3, give your team real authority. Empower them to make big decisions using clear boundaries. And I'm not saying, oh yes, we'll invest £100,000 into this. That's not the sort of authority I'm talking about. It's giving them the okay to say, yeah, that's fine to be posted. Yeah, that's exactly what she wanted. Let's do that. So use something like the traffic light system or the escalation path framework. They both work brilliantly for this. So the traffic light system, green means they can decide and get on with it. Amber means maybe check with you first or check whoever's like owning the project. And red means don't fucking touch it. That's a CEO only task, basically. So that is how you can build trust without losing control with your team. Now, let's talk about freedom. Here's the real test. Could you switch your phone off from Friday evening to Monday morning and trust that your business wouldn't explode? If not, that's your homework. Freedom isn't just about money, it's about peace of mind, peace on a Sunday morning while you're laying in bed with a coffee. It's about knowing that things are handled even when you're not around. Because the real goal of streamlining your systems, empowering your team, and tightening your operations isn't just to scale, it's to breathe, to have space for ideas, to have space to create, and to also, let's be honest, have space for a proper weekend off. So here's your challenge this week. Take that weekend test, those 3 steps that I spoke to you about. Step back even for a day and see what happens. If everything still flows, amazing. You've built a real business. But if things start to wobble, don't panic. That is the data, and that is what's going to tell you exactly what needs fixing. So your business should support your life, not swallow it. And if it can't run for 48 hours without you, it's time to change that up. Okay, that is the end of this week's episode, and I will see you in the next one. And until then, keep streamlining and shining. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Streamline and Shine. If you have questions on what we covered inside, please feel free to reach out to us on Instagram at Bolton_virtual_solutions, or you can email us at teambolton@boltonvirtualsolutions.co.uk. We absolutely love hearing from our amazing community and are always here to support you. If you'd like to be interviewed on a future episode, please drop us an email letting us know which topic you'd like to speak about and we'll get back to you. See you on the next episode, lovelies.